Hi guys, I'm back. Today is Crit March 2.0. We managed to get our crit up to 36% this time during the shop event, and we are going to be testing out two different crit marches or crit formations against this golem and see how well they do. I'll also show you a little bit of Cyclone Eloise and see you'll be able to understand why I have been a bit away recently. But everything should be back to normal now, but I'll share all of that with you now, and let's go and see how well the crit formations do against the golem. Hey guys, Mountain here, bringing you another Golem video. Thank goodness we are back. Cyclone Eloise has done quite a bit of damage to like whole cities, to people, to a lot of deaths and everything like that. And it's been pretty bad, and that's the reason why I haven't been on as much. Unfortunately, my ISP has their connectivity on that side of Africa comes in from the East Coast and everything, and apparently they had a lot of issues with the cyclone, and the systems went down and their redundancies went down and everything. So we've had a lot of trouble, and I'm going to show you a little bit of footage now of Cyclone Eloise, just so you can understand and see what it is that we've been dealing with. So here you can actually see some of the footage, and it's not very nice. It's actually very, very bad. A lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people have lost their houses and their livelihoods and everything's been turned upside down. And luckily for us, we actually not anywhere near the cyclone itself, but we are in just the tail end of the storm. So what we are receiving is a lot of rain, which is actually to an extent a good thing, obviously. Especially in Africa where there are a lot of droughts and that sort of thing. But we've been experiencing quite a lot of rain, but luckily for us, we're nowhere near any damage, so to speak, or any risk, should I say. And yeah, it's very lucky for us that we haven't had any of these major issues. But my ISP, unfortunately, is on that side of the world, so when the cyclone hit and caused as much havoc as it had, the ISPs went down and we had to wait for them to reconnect and get everything fixed and all that jazz, which is supposedly now done. But yes, so I just wanted to show you a bit of Cyclone Eloise so you can see and you can understand what exactly is going on. And hopefully, if you are the praying type, keep the people in your prayers. If you're not, just keep them in your thoughts. As I say, a lot of people have lost their lives, lost their homes, lost everything out of it. So it's not very nice. But unfortunately, it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. So yeah, I'm back now. According to the ISP, everything should be up and running again. They've got the new redundancies and backups and that sort of thing. So hopefully we don't have this problem going forward, and we can carry on with recording and sharing videos. So here we are ready to do our Golem March. Let me just show you the two formations that we've actually got ready to go. Okay, formation number 4. This is the typical formation that we were using before with our critical marches, where it's 20% into cavalry of the highest 2 tiers or the best 2 tiers technically, and 30% of the best 2 tiers of bowmen. It's not ideal. I know it's not ideal because for a start, the T9 bowmen do more damage than the T10 bowmen. But this is what we were comparing it to originally. So that's the first set of marches. And the second set is similar, where we've still got 20% into the cavalry of the highest cavalry. And then we've got everything else into the bowmen, into multiple layers of bowmen. So if we go through it here, you can see we've still got 6 marches. We've got 6 different troop types and troop sets. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, and there's 6. So we still got our critical march, both of them going off, and we're going to test each of these 5 marches each, like we always do, and we shall see how they do at the end of the event. and we can then put on the spreadsheet and keep a record of it so that we know what's going on going forward. All right, so we're going to start off with the 5 marches of the standard formation. And I have activated everything except for my colossal stamina. Why do I keep saying that? Instead of my colossal march, I haven't activated that yet, which we're going to activate now. There we go. And then all the extra troops that we get out of it, we're going to be putting into the T9 Bowman. So starting off on this one, T9 Bowman, and we can say March, and then we're going to switch out our heroes. And now my Madoc does in fact have another skill open that is useful, so we will be switching over to Madoc. I don't have enough gold at the moment to do change war tombs or to do crown of command and things like that, but this is still going to give us a baseline idea, and we will fast forward at this point and come back a little bit later. Right, so that brings us to the halfway point, and now we're going to be switching over to the other crit march and see how well that one does as well. This is going to be crit, or this is going to be march formation number 5. And this is the last one. And now we get to go see the results. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put a little star over there. And we can see. Right, so the first one was the old crit formation that we were using, which we know wasn't the greatest in the first place. But let's have a look. 7.4 million. 7.6 million. 7.4 million, 7.5 million, 7.3 million. And then the second set of crit march, the second formation of crit march, 8.6 million, 8.7 million, 8.5 million, 8.5 million, and lastly 8.4 million. Right, so let's put that in the spreadsheet and let's compare everybody and see how well they do. Okay, so here we are with the spreadsheet, and as you can see, these results over here were the 3 from the last lots of tests that we did with the rainbow marches. My standalone units, my march versus the revenge march, and then now today the crit march number 1 and crit march number 2. It's very obvious to see that crit march number 1 does not do as well as the other marches do, and even the revenge calculator, the first set we did, was much higher. It was higher than this, or it was actually on par with this, I'd say, roughly. But as you can see, our average before was 7.9 million, and the first crit march's average was 7.5 million. 400,000 difference is a very big difference when it comes to the Golem Marches. My Brutus has leveled up, my Din Drain has leveled up, and I've now got Madoc with his 5th skill unlocked, which gives a 420% boost to cavalry attack. Could that be part of the difference. We've got to bear that in mind, because the second crit march that we utilized averaged out at 8.5 million. Now, again, the difference between 8.5 million and 7.9 million, which is the highest we've had so far, is a very big difference. 600,000 difference. That's astronomical. That's 6 million difference on the Golem itself, on the Golem overall. Now, could that be because of the heroes? I don't know. Next week, what we're going to do is we're going to test this crit march against the Rainbow March, utilizing obviously the upgraded heroes, and then be able to see. If it does turn out that the crit march is better, then what that effectively means is that if you are at a crit of 36% and upwards, crit march is going to be your best way to go. If you're below crit march of 36, then Rainbow March is going to be the best way for you to go. Again, it depends on your heroes and things like that as well. So it's not a one solution to fix all. It depends on what you got. So for example, let's say you don't have NS2 heroes, you don't have NS3 heroes. Your results are obviously going to be very different to mine. If you don't have the NS2 heroes, your Golem attacks are not going to be anywhere near as strong as what they actually could be. If you don't have the NS3 heroes that you can switch out to, it's not going to be anywhere near as strong as it could be, obviously. So what we're going to do now is, as it stands at the moment, crit wins over everything else. Next week, we will test the 36% crit versus the Rainbow March with the new upgraded heroes, and we shall see how well the two do in comparison. Hopefully, by then, I can have enough gold that I can actually put in the tombs, and I can do Crown of Command and Battle Blades and things like that. But if I don't, we'll as I say, this is a good baseline to work off of anyway, and we shall take it from there. Right, guys, drop your comments down below. Let me know how well you did in your Golem March. And I'm curious, what percentage crit have you currently got at the moment? Are you at 36% or higher? Or are you under 36%? Have you been using the Rainbow March? Have you been using the Revenge Calculator? Have you been utilizing just whatever the game basically recommends to you? Or have you used my calculator? What is it that you are currently utilizing? And how well is it working for you? On top of that, if you guys have any further suggestions of other marches that you would like me to test out, drop the comments for those down below as well, and we will try and see if we can fit them in. Until the next video, guys, be good, be well, and be safe. Bye.